the folks that you tend to be working with, are they more like super intro, or is it more like they're the ones that are ready to like, let's go give you the experience of like get you a little bit further out to this island and like those kinds of things?
Yeah, we serve both ends of the spectrum. All, kind of, we have some like really advanced classes and trainings for like guides and instructors, but from the beginning our focus has really been on like increasing access to sea kayaking and like broadening the community basically. Because I think sea kayaking has often in the past been like a very like male dominated sport, and it's often very quite expensive to get into it, all the gear, and like limited access to the ocean in a lot of places. So it's kind of elite in some ways. So we've really tried to like make it more welcoming, which is also, really trying to focus on providing opportunities for people with not a lot of skills to come into and learn the introductory skills, and just making it easy for people to get introduced to the sport. So we have a big focus on that part of it.
Cool.
Yeah, I would say there's like the 2 hour tour, which is like the classic. I think or even the 3 hour tour to like Fort Gorges, which is like the most popular. I would say the Sunset tour and the Fort Gorges tour, and that's a really cool way to like get exposed to it. But it's a guided experience, so you're like getting some instruction, but it's mostly like go have fun and like paddle with the group, go explore Fort Gorges and come back.
Yeah.
But then you have like the lessons, which are really cool and really, I mean, you've kept. What I love about Portland Paddle's model is you've kept the prices so affordable. So I think that's another aspect of accessibility, because trainings like this are not affordable. Like and that's like what sets them apart from being able to do this. And there are different levels to your trainings, which are great too. So you can kind of like see where you fit to, like, do I already have some of these skills? Like, I feel very comfortable with my forward and, reverse stroke, but like, do I want to learn how to do capsize recovery? And so like, you can kind of choose what skills you want to learn. And so I think that's a really unique thing, is like keeping some of these courses to like 2 hours instead of like a full day, keeping them affordable and having different levels to them so that you can like choose where you are at personally. And that's like a beautiful thing about your model at Portland Paddle.
Yeah. And I keep thinking back, Sam, to the COVID summer, like the first COVID summer when you were there, and it was such an interesting summer. I mean, and like our setup where we just have a little shipping container, so basically everything is outdoors, and we're on the water, like a little bit spread out. So we were able to operate pretty, like, better than a lot of businesses, more, easier than a lot of businesses because of that. But also, it just, that summer, like, so many people got like reconnected to the outdoors, and so that was like our lessons just like boomed because everybody wanted to learn how to sea kayak and be outdoors, and it was just so cool to see like so many local people discover like the ocean in the backyard, and all these islands that they could get to. And my favorite thing that happens at Portland Paddle is like when you have somebody come and like take an introductory lesson, and then they come back and take like another lesson, and and then they come back and like rent a kayak, and then they go on a tour, and then they go on like a multi-day trip. And then they kind of like work their way up through, and then all of a sudden you just start seeing them go out on their own, and they buy a kayak, and then in I think at least 2 or 3 cases, those people actually come and end up being guides for Portland Paddle. But we have a lot of people who like go through that, kind of climb the ladder of like skills and just becoming more active in the sea kayaking community.
Well, and what a rewarding feeling of like not only being able to like watch that transformation, but like be able to see how Portland Paddle's involvement in each of those steps, like, because to your point, every one of those experiences is a potential like sort of fail point. Where, like, if all of a sudden, if something doesn't quite go how it was supposed to or whatever, maybe that person decides not to come back. Like I mean,
there's so many reasons why somebody wouldn't
true.
choose kayaking.
Yeah,
exactly.
totally.
Like Sam and I have talked about this a lot because my whole outdoor rec sort of industry experience is in the ski industry, right? And like, I mean, I think the data still shows like 83% of people that try skiing or snowboarding never do it again.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. And so that sort of process of like being able to have the portfolio of products in place so you can walk them along that journey, but just that like that great feeling that you get to see when like, obviously the pinnacle of that mountain is like they come back and work for you, obviously.
Yeah, right.
But being able to just like watch all of that progress along the way. I mean, I think that's like why a lot of like, I'm pretty sure it's why we all do what we do in the outdoors. You know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.